What is going on, guys? Coming at you after a long day of after a long day of doing some things. Been pretty busy today, um, but we are live again, and I've got a pretty busy schedule lined up here for the near future. So I'm just trying to come up with some video ideas other than doing live streams because honestly, I love doing live streams just because sometimes people will come in, watch live, and give their feedback while that's going on. But ultimately, my goal is to make some pretty good quality videos for this channel, help inform and educate you guys, and even possibly entertain you. So obviously live streams are not the most effective way to do that, although they work. Also, I find that regular videos help bring new people to the channel. Regular fully produced videos tend to tend to bring the most subscribers in general, and so on. So with that being said, I have a couple ideas on different videos that I can do that I kind of just want you guys. I want to hear from you guys what you think and see if that's something that you guys want to see, because ultimately I can sit here and make videos and make only the stuff that I think will be good, but you guys are the final say. Your views, your time watching, your comments, likes, dislikes, and everything really say a lot about what I'm doing, the quality of it, and all of that. So, just to start off, it seems like a lot of times, you know, how do I explain it? Even though I have some videos that aren't super well liked, I don't think it's because the video itself is bad. I think it's some of this stuff is you guys just don't like what I said, which, I mean, I understand that any type of social media, YouTube included, is the court of public opinion. But, you know, if you're coming to my videos and you're one of those people that consistently is pressing the dislike button, and I feel like there's got to be some of you out there because, um, you know, otherwise, like it consistently, any video that has like a good amount of views, like anything over about 50 to 100 views, is gonna have like a dislike or two. It's just the way it goes, and just pressing the dislike button doesn't help much because first of all, YouTube doesn't really care. Like as far as like its algorithm is concerned, whether it's a like or a dislike, both of these things count as engagement. So it's still bringing more people to my video. At least it's displaying the video to more people. What it can hurt is like the watch time, because like some people might click on the video, but before the video fully loads, they'll see, oh, it's got so many dislikes and so on and so forth. So they might click off of the video if they see that. Then again, I'm not sure that that's always the case. Sometimes people will stay and watch just to see what the reason was that somebody disliked it, and see if they can see why it has this negativity to it, and then they don't see it, and then they just don't feedback at all. Ultimately, you're not. If you're out there disliking my videos, you can feel free to go ahead. But if you really want to make a big difference, the best thing you can do, rather than disliking it, if you is to tell me what you didn't like about it. And if it's something reasonable, like a good reason why you don't like it, then more than likely I'll change something about what I'm doing. Like, if I have a video that has some intro in it, if you thought that the intro is too long or that there shouldn't be an intro at all, you could say something like that. Or if the music, you didn't like the music, I've had people on one of my videos, I had someone say that they didn't like the music. That's helpful. That's constructive. Like, a dislike on a video is literally the only type of criticism that isn't constructive, because there's no way for me to do something about it for the next one. I just have to assume that you're a hater, which might not be true. You might have a very legitimate reason not to like my video or to dislike my video, but without me knowing, I can't do anything about it. But, you know, there's always going to be people, no matter what, that are going to just dislike a video just to dislike it. They might not like my face. I can't do anything about that. That's not a reasonable criticism. I mean, it's reasonable that you have the right not to like my face or my voice or my personality, but at the end of the day, I mean, what can I really do about that? But, you know, if you at least tell me that, at least I'll know why you don't like it. So yeah, that's one thing. Another thing is I noticed that there's a lot of people that watch the video for the information. They might leave a like, they might leave a positive comment, they might leave something neutral to say about it, whatever, but they don't subscribe. And I guess I understand why, and I understand why that happens with like a niche channel like this, because people might be cruising through YouTube, because YouTube is like the second biggest search engine in the world right now. So they might be just searching for something and they're looking at a bunch of different videos, you know. So, you know, if you look up a video, like for instance, if you type in Zurich scan tool, good chances if you watch at least 2 or 3 videos, one of those is going to be my video. There's not a whole ton of people making videos on it, and my video is one of the top videos in the Google search. I think that, like, I pretty much have the corner on the market for people searching for that kind of content. But like with anything, that'll bring me a lot of people to watch it. That'll bring a lot of people spending time watching the video to see what is said about it, to see the good and the bad about it. But it doesn't seem to convert a whole ton of people into subscribers. And the reason I think that is because people, you know, they think, well, that's the only video like this, you know, it was a good video, but, you know, it doesn't look like he does like a whole ton of other stuff like this, so I've got the information I want and I'll leave, which is fine. I do that too. So, you know, where I do it too, I can't be a hypocrite and be like, well, you're a jerk for doing that. I understand why you did that, because I do it all the time. Especially like if the rest of the channel is not content that I really care about, like that's bound to happen. So what I'm thinking is I need to find a way to make videos that are like ongoing, meaning like a series of videos where every video stands on its own as a piece of information for somebody, and there are related videos on my channel so that the people that come to it will also be interested in the other videos that I have on the topics, or other topics that are kind of similar to the video that I made, but are independent of it at the same time. Like, I could sit here and I could like walk up to this Rider mower, and I could make a review of this Craftsman Rider mower, and there's bound to be people that watch it. That's just the way it is, especially, you know, with my ability to create videos that are pretty decently produced and informative and everything. There's bound to be people that watch it. There's bound to be people that find it educational, you know. There's bound to be people that learn something from it that they needed to know or that they wanted to know. But unless I have other videos about riding lawnmowers, like for instance, if my channel is just the Kyle's Riding Mower channel, I might get some good subscribers from it, because they'll see that, and then they'll see, as they're going on, looking at other mowers, other competing mowers, just as an example. But like, for instance, with the situation on the Zurich, you know, I mean, that's not really my main thing. It's related to my channel because I have an automotive channel. The Zurich scan tool is an automotive tool, but like, I'm not just doing videos about tools. So, you know, it's hard to convert those viewers into subscribers for that reason. So I'm trying to figure out a tactic that will help me make videos that will, one, get a decent amount of views, two, uh, convert a good amount of people that view the video into subscribers, and three, that are repeatable, and four, that I can do in a reasonable frame of time. Because fortunately, making a video that's decently produced, is a pretty big time suck. This is a pretty good example because if you look at my channel, I have a lot of live streams lately because I want to put out a good amount of content, but doing so takes like a ton of time. And so I have to try and manage my time so that I can get videos out, but at the same time I want to try and make really good quality videos, so it's always like some type of compromise I have to strike. So here's kind of cutting to the chase here. I've got a couple ideas lined up here. One of those ideas is to, I've met some people along the way making these videos, going to events, that kind of thing, that have some really interesting and cool projects going on. But I don't know that the subscribership of this channel would really care. You know what I mean? Like, if I made videos about people's projects, what they're doing, what their plans are, what they've done, how they did it, that kind of thing, kind of document projects and make every video like, I go talk to, whatever, Joe Schmo, who has a Camaro project that he's been working on for like a year or two, and I go and I talk to him, and that video is like its own thing, and that's the only video I do about that car until way later when something major has happened. I might update it later on. And then like in another video it'll be a different guy in a different car and a totally different project. But is that something that like you guys that are interested in my channel actually care about? I don't know. I mean, because I don't really have a lot of videos like that. It's hard to say. But yeah, that's like one idea, which I'm curious to hear what you guys think, if you think that's a good idea. I have a person lined up to possibly take part in that for at least the first video, and I know a couple other people that I might be able to do that with. And it wouldn't be a video about me, it would be a video about them. It would be a video about their car. It would be a video about their story. So, keep that in mind. It wouldn't make sense for me to go there, at least like not to me, because it's already been done 100 times, where somebody will show up. I'm not going to say any names, because I don't want to seem like I'm criticizing the person for it, because I think they did a great job. But there's definitely a channel or 2 or 10 or 100 channels, honestly, that have videos like this, and they do great. And but I don't want to seem like I'm stepping on their toes. So I want to make something that's my own, make it in my own style, and like I said, the main attraction would be the person who did the work, not me, not my opinion of it, nothing. I'll have a little bit of me talking to them about it, saying, maybe like, hey, that's really cool, whatever. But it'll be pretty minor. Now, another idea that I've had is that I think there is some people here that watch my videos for the purposes of learning, for the purpose of educational, like documentary type of things, or tutorial type of things, I should say, how-tos, and maybe I should do more of those. Specifically, I have this book here. Now, when I went to WyoTech, which, yes, I went to WyoTech, this is the book that they give you at WyoTech. It's Automotive Technology, a Systems Approach. This is the 4th edition. I think there's like 2 or 3 more editions after this, if that dates like how long ago I went. It's the actual book that helps get you to your ASE certification, whatever, okay. So essentially WyoTech used this book while I was there, and They still use this book, just a newer edition of it, which I think is almost the same, but whatever. And also, community colleges use this. I think other trade schools use this book. I don't want to say for sure, but I'm sure, I'm pretty sure this is very similar to like the books that are used at like UTI or whatever. Definitely at WyoTech, UTI possibly, and who knows what other ones. Definitely, I know for sure a lot of community colleges use this book. It's pretty long. Let's see, like, I mean, we're going all the way through, you know, every single engines, electricity, engine performance, transmissions. I mean, I could go on and on here. Suspension, brakes. Yeah. So, I mean, I could make a lot of videos out of this book. And, you know, it's super long. Like, how many pages is this of actual book? Let's see. Let's try not to include the glossary. So, we'll go passenger comfort, heating, air conditioning. Come on. Appendix. All right. 1,330 pages. Now, we can probably really think of it like probably knock like 100 pages out of that, because there's like some curriculum related things, quizzes and stuff in there, which obviously I wouldn't put into a video. Like, it'd be really weird. And I would have to do this. I would have to find a way to like refer to the book without plagiarizing it, because I mean, these are videos I'm making on YouTube. I don't know what the legality of that would be. Like, if I could just sit here and read you the book. All I can do, I think I would be well within my rights to use the book as a guide while making videos. Maybe refer to the book for information, as you know, use it as a reference in the videos. You know, but you know, I mean, I can use it as like a citation, I'm sure, because I own the book. I paid for the book legitimately. I own it. So I feel like I have the right to cite it in any claim I make or any statement I make. But I could be wrong about that. If you're an expert on copyright, please let me know. But that is like my biggest concern. If I make a video using that book, like, what can I do and what can't I do? I don't know. But yeah, is that something you guys would be interested in? Like, if I basically like were to go through that curriculum, not like word for word, not like an super in-depth thing, like as if you were in school, because that would get boring really quick. But if I were to really just kind of give you a really good idea of that information in my videos, like make a series of videos that are like the introduction to automotive, would that be something you guys would care about? I mean, I'm talking like, it could take me a year to get through that book. I mean, it takes them a year to teach it when you're sitting in a class for whatever, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, depending on what school you go to. WyoTech's program is a year, but they really, like, they don't have gen ed courses, so it's just core courses, so they can cut it down to a year, but you're there for pretty much like a half day every day, you know, 5 days a week. So Monday through Friday, you're there either from, I think it's like 7 in the morning till 11:30 or 6:30 to 11:30, I think it was. And then there's like, then they like break for an hour. You got, then the, you know, the people that got out at 11:30 go home, and then from like 12:30 to whenever, 5:30, 7:30, I don't even remember. It works out to being like half a day you're there. So they do that because, one, you know, you'll get through it in a year, and two, you would need to have a job, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you can just live on student loans and go to WyoTech. Community colleges, I think, take 2 years to get through it, but obviously they make you go through gen eds, so, you know, you're not in automotive class the whole time, and like maybe like a couple hours a day you're doing it. Like, you know, so it's not like the majority of your day like it is with WyoTech, so it takes longer. But in any case, each one of my videos is not going to be nearly as long as one day of class, no matter how you cut it. Like, most of these videos are going to be like 10 minutes long, maybe 20 or 30 minutes at the longest, if I can, you know, if that's what it takes to explain the premise of what I'm, you know, to lay down the premise and explain what you need to know. But I'm not going to sit here, like, the way I would do it is, like, when I get to the section about brakes, I'm going to try and get through everything that book has major to tell you about brakes, you know, within a video. So we're talking like, you know, this might be a 30 video series, 10-minute videos each. So it would take a while to get through them. Take a while for you guys to watch them, but they would be as informative as possible that you can get just from sitting down and watching one channel on the internet, and you'd get like a really good breakdown. And then after you have like this introduction to it, you could go and look for more information, more specific information. So anyway, this is getting to be kind of long. So if this is something you're interested in, throw it into the comments. Let me know that that's what you wanted me to do. If doing the project car idea and going and talking to people is something you're interested in, throw it in the comments. Let me know. If you have something totally different than what I'm talking about that you'd like to see, or more of something else I did before, let me know. I can't read your minds. This is the best I can do. But if you like what you're seeing, if you like these ideas, please don't be afraid to give it a thumbs up. And if you do want to have a chance at seeing some of this stuff, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the best way to see it. And I will catch you guys in the next one.